All right, y'all, it is your girl Queen B coming to y'all with yet another reaction. Now, one of my favorite guys that goes by the name of Tim Cass, his podcast, y'all, very, very informative conversation that he is having with the other guys. And I just wanted to share this with you all because I think that, it's really important that I share this. All right. So y'all make sure y'all go over there. If you haven't already, go like, comment, subscribe to this young gentleman. And we're finna get into the video, y'all. It says Matt Gaetz slams lobbyists and corrupt spending bill, praises the power of X. With that being said, y'all, let's dive into the video.
I'm curious how you think that's gone so far, considering where we are now with the continuing resolution.
Man, the corrupt muscle memory of Washington is very strong, and it is difficult to break through. And even things I thought would be more effective at rattling that system have shown its capability to respond. But look at what we just saw happen this last week. All the lobbyists wanted this 1,500-page bill that had every pork barrel project, funded the censorship industrial complex, gave every giveaway to the Democrats they wanted. And rhythmically, Congress always approves the multi-thousand-page December omnibus bill. It's never been defeated before since I've been around. And because of Elon Musk and Donald Trump and the X universe and our willingness to roll up our sleeves and actually get into the details of this stuff and shame the people who are willing to vote for it, that bill went down, and every iteration of the government funding bill got better. Spent less money and got better.
So where's it
at? That is ultimately the core of this discussion we're going to have over the next few hours. Where are we going to go leveraging that moment and that potential that we have? I mean, look, Elon Musk just showed he's stronger than the entire Washington lobby corps combined. Every firm in Washington wanted that bill to pass. Every single one, and they got smoked.
Now the Democrats are calling him co-president.
Yeah, it kind of makes me nervous, but not in a bad way. Just that mob rule is very strong. If we wanted to mobilize in some rogue established order and then challenge the United States government, like the technology is available for people to reach 1 million people tomorrow. Like you can Facebook groups, you can mobilize. Like that's part of a lot of the riots and stuff we've seen over the last 20 years.
But don't you see how much easier it is for the bad guys to get what they want when we don't have that power?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, doesn't it speak to the empowerment of the American people? You get someone like Musk that can actually put out a call to his whatever many million followers he has, and then you see real tangible results. And it's something that's the whole point of representative government is the people that read Musk's tweet and agreed with him went ahead and they were calling their representatives and they said, hey, we don't want this. And it actually made a tangible change.
But I want to say, you mentioned Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and I definitely want to shout out Elon Musk for buying Twitter and fixing it.
Yes.
But I do want to say, now the corporate press, the established narrative is that Elon is the secret president pulling the puppet strings of Donald Trump. And it's because they don't want to admit that the reality is Elon Musk is just agreeing with all of you when he makes a tweet. He just has 200 million followers. So it's not that Elon Musk goes to Trump and says, do what I want. It's that Elon Musk is part of the same community as all of us. And he says, yeah, we agree on these things. And they all hear it. They're going to focus on him because he's the boogeyman who took away their Twitter. Yeah. But it's a movement that is pressuring Donald Trump to make better decisions.
He's like a community organizer. Seems to be his main role right now.
I'm just happy. I'm just really happy Ron Paul's in there because if you look at all the roads that are leading to Ron Paul was right, there's a lot of them, and it's very significant. And I think truly this is something that isn't a radical idea. It's an idea that our money should actually go to the American people and not to the special interest groups and not to the lobbyists and not to bioweapons facilities and not to the censorship of Americans and not to the torture of small animals. And this kind of larger revolution is something very indicative of things to come in 2025, which I think will be a larger unraveling of a lot of the dirt, of a lot of the establishment, of a lot of the secrets that used to go on in Washington, D.C., but can't any longer because of Twitter, because of us, because of everyone speaking up in unison saying enough is enough.
But that is not...
I agree with him as well, because the thing is, like he said, it's been in secret for so long of what's actually going on with, us that now that we have people in place that can go in there and actually be transparent with us and let us know what's going on, I think, it would be a lot more easier for us as the people because we know what's going on. We know where the money's going. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's going to break that generational curse that they've been having on for so long, keeping us out of it and throwing this and throwing that and letting us know only but so much. So definitely agree with him. Let's go.
Self-activating. That does not have its own fiat. I do worry at times about the dynamic among the America Firsters and the MAGA nation that we just say, well, we won. We want Trump's got it. Elon's got the reins. But if we are not diligent on these things, pointing out those frailties in the government decision-making process, they will persist.
Yeah, it's a great point because the left doesn't stop just because there was a victory. We had a great victory this fall, but it's a victory in a much larger war.
So my fear, which I've been talking about the past couple of weeks, is that as we all mock these cable TV news channels that are collapsing in the ratings, they're getting 30,000 viewers in the key demo. I mean, it's ridiculously low. And so we gloat. We say, haha, we are the media now. It's the podcast presidency. But come on, if they can afford to pay Rachel Maddow $25 million for 1 year with that low of ratings, they're going to come back and say, who do we give $25 million to? Where do we put the billboards? Where do we buy the TV commercials? And they're going to try to flood this space and control its narrative as well.
Yeah, they're going to try to buy it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
The control of the fiat is very dangerous, and it's allowed for massive entangled corruption and a sickened economy. So, I mean, I've heard that they want to maybe go into a Bitcoin reserve. I think Eric Trump was in Dubai, maybe at some crypto conference, talking about relieving tax burdens on like Ripple and Bitcoin, American cryptos, basically.
A reserve.
Do you think that that's a good thing to get away from the U.S. dollar? Because it does disempower the American military in a lot of ways.
A reserve is great. I'm excited for it. My concern right now is, can we control the messaging? So if they, sound money is a great place to start. Luke was mentioning all roads lead to Ron Paul or whatever. We've talked about it for some time. What can we do literally right now? Because a Bitcoin reserve coming in Trump's administration, we're all excited. But what can we do right now as we know the corporate press is going to pull an empire strike back?
It's track the money. That's why I brought it up, because with all this crypto, you can track it at least. The fiat's not just disappearing behind closed doors, $3 trillion gone, 250 million in somebody's offshore bank account. Like, you watch it get tracked.
But it's not the corporate media. It's the intel agencies that control the corporate media. I think they're the ones that we have to be really worried about, since they're the ones flying the drones. They're the ones running the psyops. They're the ones that control still some social media algorithms. Not all of them. They don't control Rumble. They don't control Twitter. But this is an information war that all of us are involved in. So people here that are watching, your part is essential here to getting activated, to getting engaged, to paying attention, and reaching out to your elected representative and saying, this is what I want. This is what I demand.
I agree with both of you. What do we think? What do you guys think the next move is going to be from a corporate press knowing that they've lost the narrative control and they have to regain it? Is it going to be trying censorship again? Is it going to be?
No, they're going to try to co-opt Trump in the administration.
Yeah.
They cannot defeat him. They could not do the sufficient lawfare, and so there will be an intense effort at co-option. You see that underway now with who's paying money for the inaugural.
And ABC News inadvertently is spending $15 million on the presidential Trump library and casino that is going to be built in Atlantic City, I hope. So they're doing it. They're paying for that. I think, Matt, you're totally right. A lot of people said after 2016 that had Schumer and Pelosi been able to control themselves, had they played their cards right, they would have tried to suck up to Trump. They would have tried to make a deal. And look, maybe Trump makes deals. Maybe they could have had a little influence. Because they called him Hitler 2.0, they so radicalized him that he was hanging around with great people, very, very good people, folks. And so we had a good term. So this time, your point, Matt, seems is, well, maybe they've learned their lesson. And actually, maybe their back's just against the wall, and this is the only move they have. That's a dangerous move that they could make, though.
Yeah, well, think about where we were at this point in 2017. They were saying that Trump was a Russian agent, and that we were all convinced to vote for him by Vladimir Putin from $180,000 in Facebook ads. That was the official narrative the last time Trump was going through this process. And now, they're just lapping praise on him. But Trump's a smart cookie. And this whole effort that you saw today in these last few days where Democrats have said, it's Elon pulling Trump's strings. alphas want to be around other alphas. And that's what Trump does. Like, Trump sits me down one day at Mar-a-Lago. He says, Matt, I have a lot of geniuses. You're one of my geniuses. But now I have a super genius. and the mutual admiration creates a real ecosystem of creativity and drive, and you want to be around it. Talented people want to be engaged. The applications they've gotten for Doge, people wanting to use their skills to take a meat cleaver to the excesses of government, is actually giving us a lot of hope.
Man, they really should not have banned the Babylon Bee.
Right. Think about the dominoes falling from just banning a Christian satire publication. Changed the course of American history.
Literally.
I feel like in addition to the co-option of Trump, or at least the attempted co-option by the, whatever you call it, deep state media apparatus, I don't know, is that it's mimicry. They tend to mimic what's working, or they'll try. Like Hollywood's downsizing right now. They want their films to look grainier, look like they're shot on iPhones on purpose.
Yeah.
Because that's what people enjoy seeing. So watch like podcasts. I don't know if there's going to be secret money. I don't know. Do you think it's too risky to track all the money? Is it?
I think that we're going there. The next step in crypto, I don't think will be the reserve. I think it'll be the stable coin legislation. And then once you have stable coin confidence, then you're going to tokenize everything with the dollar anyway. The dollar gets tokenized. You think the big banks are going to sit back and watch Ripple like take their market share, right? It rhymes with nipple. What you're going to see is Bank of America, Capital, these major institutions, Wells Fargo, tokenizing the dollar first.
And that'll be trackable, ideally, but then is there going to be like dark dollars that are just being traded like...
The darkest dollars are the US dollar, okay? For all of the criticism that crypto is used for all kind of bad things, the US dollar is used for a lot of those things as well.
The most untraceable kind of currency is actually fiat, dollars. Because if you have them and you were to give them to someone else in person, there's no record of it. Whereas if you transfer most, not all, but if you transfer most cryptocurrencies and have the technology to do it, how to do it, you can look at the ledger and it's all written out there.
And for millennia, that's been a good thing for people to bypass tyranny.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.
Okay, Tim. I actually enjoyed that, y'all. And I hope you all did too. Very informative, what they were talking about. And as you can see, they all agreed on just what's going on. And it's very important, like you said, we have to be the ones, because like once we've all came together because we knew what we wanted. We wanted somebody in the White House who can actually fight for us and fight for our country. Now that we have this person who is Trump in the White House, now we have to continue this. When his term is up, we can't just put anybody back in there and take away all their hard work that they're about to create, you know what I'm saying, for the next generation and generation to come. We don't want to do that. So we have to be smart. Take this time to actually research, look up these people, starting from the bottom to the top. That goes for different communities, mayors, and all that. Who are we putting in place? Know who you are putting in place. Do a investigation on their background. It is very, very important, because we don't want to go backwards, y'all. We are trying to move forward. We're trying to set this up for our kids. You get what I'm saying? So let's just take this time to actually research. We have more than enough time to do what we got to do. Do me a favor, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girls. Share this video so this type of informative information can get out to others, okay? We are a team. We are working together to make a difference and, like my boy Trump say, make America great again.